Hello and welcome to Consciously Crochet. My name is Lorraine and I live in Cyprus with my husband, our 2 children and 2 dogs, and I like to design and share crochet patterns on my blog. I previously hosted the Lorraine Pugh Designs podcast. However, I took a bit of a break from that, mainly to focus on my growing family, but also because I've been on a bit of a journey recently to try and explore other yarn options, because I feel as a designer, when I'm recommending various yarns, I just wanted to make sure that they weren't, that they were going to have a less of a negative impact on our environment as much as possible. And I'm not going to go too far into that, but I just wanted to do a little quick intro to my first video back. But I just wanted to also explain why there was the name change there. So in this video I'm going to show you a couple of projects that I've got on the go. One is a free one, some bunting that I've done, that's a free pattern on the blog, and another one is a heart-shaped shawl blanket type thing. And I've got so much more to share with you all, but I'm going to take it easy. I'm hoping that this vlog format will benefit people as much as possible, because it suits me better at the moment. It's quite a hectic household and very busy time in life, which is great, but I did want to just document the sort of transition from one business, if you like, to the other, and also share along any knowledge that I glean along the way. And I'd like to say that I've learned a lot and I've got the ideal yarns to work with now, but being completely honest, I don't think there's a perfect answer, a perfect solution. I've done a couple of blog posts on, what's the most ethical yarn and things like this. However, I just think it depends on what works for you, where you live, your lifestyle. There are so many things. So yeah, I'm not going to blabber too much about that right now, but I just wanted to say hello. I'm back for anyone that I used to speak to, and I'm just really excited. I've been catching up on a lot of other vlogs. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to start showing you some of my patterns. Right, let's show everyone this thing. My hook. There's a dog on my sofa. There's 2 dogs on my sofa. Look at this one. You wouldn't have met this one before. This one is little Ziggy. Ziggy Stardust with a brown eye and a blue eye. You say hello. Look at her, little mongrel, absolutely beautiful. There's a story about her as well, I'll tell you at some point. Excuse me. This is pattern in progress called my well, I think I'm going to call it the Love Grows. Well, is it a shawl? Is it a blanket? Who knows? It's a nice big heart shape. I think it would look really nice on the back of my sofa, like there, hanging like down like that, or just that be across your back, your neck here, and then it just hanging over you a little bit. Don't chew my cotton. Do you like my little stitch markers as well? What's going on with the colour of this screen? It's very yellow. Have I done something? I don't think so. Excuse me, I'm trying to show my friends something. Oh yeah, little stitch markers. So cute. I made these ones. No, I didn't make them, that's a lie. They came from a shop. Can you stop licking? Thanks. Unrelated to knitting and crochet. Looks like a clothes shop. I just thought they were so cute. Oops, that's my hook. And this one, look. This is me. There's nothing in it. Oh, that's funny. Right, do you like it? See, one thing I wasn't sure of, right, is mixing this desert rose colour with this rust colour, because part of me just wants to stick to a really simple palette, and I thought that is quite earthy, isn't it? I think of terracotta pots, dark leaf plants, and then the sort of greeny grey plants you get over here like the agave and stuff, and then soil, but then I suppose pink is kind of like pretty pink flowers, isn't it? So the fact that I've combined them, I'm quite loving it now, and it's going to go with all my clothes, like that. Even this little jumper I'm wearing, short sleeve jumper. It would just go with so many of my clothes because I like a capsule wardrobe. Sorry, I'm just waffling now. Stop talking, Lorraine, you're boring. But yes, it's a heart in the middle, rows of bobbles, and then these sort of moss stitch rows, which I'm not sure what to call them in the pattern. I'm thinking maybe, because like if you look here, it reminds me of a ribbon, sorry, dog hair, weaving through, you know, like a woven ribbon band. These are obviously just going to be called bobble rows or whatever. Initially I was going to do all different things. It was going to be like a patchwork thing, but then I thought, no, the maths worked out so nicely just to repeat these, and it makes it sort of a bit more relaxing and mindless, and I thought, why not just add loads of colours to it so it still has that patchwork effect. So this one's got 7 colours. This is Drops Paris cotton, which is like an Aran weight. Ideally I'd use organic cotton, but there are times when the price range, I can't warrant it. But anyway, I've got another one on the go where I'm using recycled cotton, and I'll show you that. I'll show you that in a minute. This is the, I don't know, Love Grows heart-shaped shawly blankety. I'm doing in, well, it's actually a mixed cotton. There's this one, and I really love working with this. This is King Cole Simply Recycled Cotton. The only thing about it is that it does say something like, I don't know, 15% or 5% other fibres, so I'll never quite know what exactly it is, but there is a softness to it. So that is the cream and this red. But the brown here that I'm using is what colour do they call it? I think it's called Dark Beige, and that's a Drops Paris Aran weight cotton as well. Look at all those ends. Some of them are really long for a good reason. This was the first ever mock-up. And as you can probably tell, I was doing it around Christmas time, but I'll tell you what it reminds me of. Let me just see if I can make it a bit more true to colour. I don't know if the screen's going to go lighter for you. No, let's not do that, Lorraine. That's going a bit... Oh, what's going on here? What have I done now? Let's just not mess about with it too much. It's a bit lighter than that in real life, but it reminds me of a Jammy Dodger biscuit. If any of you Brits will probably know, you get the jammy heart in the middle and the biscuit, but you've got this like vanilla cream as well. I used to eat them when I was a little kid. Anyway, this is more like the Christmassy version, I think, and I was making it around Christmas time. So this is like a 3-colour version, and as you can see, like the bobble rows are always the same colour, and it's used here as well in between. Sorry, I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing it. In between these little ribbony bands as well. But I'm absolutely loving this one too. And I want to make a third for a friend, and I thought I could do a crochet along, release the pattern and instructions. Maybe the heart would be the first clue, then second, well, not clue because it won't be a mystery one, but you know what I mean. These are steps. Perhaps release it that way, and it will be a paid for pattern. A lot of my other patterns are free, but free on the blog, and then you just pay a little fee if you want a printer-friendly version of them. But this one will be a paid for one just because of the time that's gone into it all. What else was I going to say? Yeah, and I want to make one for a friend, but I just want to make sure I get my colours right before I do any ordering of yarn, because you can't really get organic cottons and other decent cottons over here on this little wonderful island. You can, but it's as a design. Oh, I'm not going to go into it all now. Stop talking, Rain, you're getting boring again. So, sorry about the sound. I'm on the balcony outside. Children are watching things on TV. It's like the 6th or something now of March, and I'm yet to replace my bunting. So I've got my M, my A, my R, although I'll probably pick that R, my C and my H. This H still needs its tassel sorting, and I know that looks like a lot of wastage, but that's going to get put in my little jar, and eventually I'll put it in a bird feeder and they can use it for Look at what's coming. Little feet.
Wow.
Wow, do you like it?
Cece.
Is it Cece's? Okay, that's my little girl Cece. So this is my bunting board. It's like interchangeable bunting flags, crocheted with, and I've got a free pattern on the blog. But if you want to know how to do the lettering, then I've got a version on Ravelry. I don't know how much it's like €1.50 or something, and it's got all the how I do the lettering, and as well as the pattern and printable version and stuff like that. But there's also the tutorial on how to make this board itself, because it's just a canvas. Let me show you, turn it over. Just a canvas board which I covered with burlap and sewed a bit of cotton tape on and some wooden buttons. So you just interchange them, so it can even, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it fits like September, which is the longest month, and it would fit things like, you know, Christmas on, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But I thought I'd show it to you while I'm just interchanging my letters. Obviously with March, I had this on for February because I thought it was quite romantic, and with Valentine's Day being in February, but I also thought, well, in Cyprus, there's so much beautiful blossom out at the moment. I'll try and insert some videos that it's kind of relevant for March too. What's the next month? That'll be April. Maybe I should do a little bird's nest with eggs in it or something for April, because that's when all the birds start showing up in our bird boxes and stuff. Even though we're just in a little apartment, I've got a bird box on the balcony, and we get these Cypriot wheat ears coming to nest, and they have their little babies, and it's just amazing watching them. I just absolutely adore and admire them. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you this while I'm interchanging the lettering.